Hey everybody, we are back with your Q&A live stream. Let me adjust a little bit. I thought I had a thumbnail for this. I'm going to have to go back and make one, so I have a little temporary thumbnail there. So I hope you guys can see that I'm live again, ready to answer your questions. And I want to thank all of you who are participating in tonight's Q&A. It is greatly appreciated. And I'm going to answer you guys' questions in the order I did receive them. And what I need to do tonight also. Right. I am here. I hope you see me, Suzanne. I am here. You don't know where you can watch? I'm here on YouTube. I hope she sees me. Hey, Laura. And I hope I saw that. I didn't have my glasses on, so I hope I said the right thing. I didn't misspell anything. All right, Laura, you're my you're my fourth person. I can't even talk right tonight, y'all. What is wrong with me? Hey, Richard. Oh, thank you, Laura. It's got to be the lights and all the makeup, but I appreciate you saying that. But anywho, no, Richard, you're number two. Bianca's first, then you, Richard, then Amy, then Laura, and then Suzanne. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And then I'm going to fix the thumbnail for sure. After the stream is over, I'm going to put you guys' readings time stamped in the comments section. And then I have to go and kind of fix the thumbnail because guess what, Buttercup? I can't find the thumbnail that I did make. And I'm thinking, Lord, I hope I didn't delete it by accident because sometimes I'll delete over. I thought I made, yeah. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. I'm going to fix it. Self-depreciating. Oh, you ran up the stairs. You were getting wine. All right, Bianca. I hear you, girl. I hear you, girl. And tomorrow I'm going to be emailing you again, Bianca, okay? So just FYI of the eye. It'll probably be in the afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. All right. So, hi, just me. Yep, just a placeholder thumbnail right now, but I'm going to tweak that. I'm going to fix it. Sometimes that's just the way it is, y'all. All right, Bianca, you are first. 3:49 on the clock. 3:49 for Miss Bianca. You want to know if Julian will spend time with you this month. He damn sure better. He damn sure better. Julian, I can't get over what you said, Bianca. Tawny Blonde Kelly, I don't take questions during the live stream, only before. So please, if you want to know for sure when I'm having my Q&As, if you don't keep up with watching the YouTube post or Instagram post, you can go on my website, shadowbayou.com, sign up to be on my email list, and you will know when I have the Q&As that you can participate in. And I do appreciate you, Tiny Blonde Kelly. All right, y'all. Bianca, my darling, will Julian spend time with you this month? He's trying, I feel he's sort of in a stagnant situation at home. He's tired of, I don't think he's working things out at his house anymore. And it looks like he's going to tell you what's going on. And it's going to aggravate. Whatever he tells you is going to kind of piss you off a little bit. I think it's going to irritate you. Because his attitude is the Page of Swords, okay? He does see you as the Queen of Wands, very seductive, very beautiful, very, very appealing to him, very attractive, very sexy. Three of Pentacles shows some type of partnership, some type of working together. But it does not look like, because it's Seven of Pentacles, it's going to be like a half-hearted attempt of participation, of getting together. It's not going to be full-on getting together. And it's going to make you feel like giving up or feel regretful in some way. Don't feel like that. Because something's going to turn around here pretty soon. Okay? With this Knight of Wands energy, something's going to turn around here pretty soon. And you see, he's going to start to watch you. He's going to start to stalk you a little bit. He's going to want to give you that wand is what he wants to give you, I feel. Yep. He's going to jump in and take some kind of leap of faith. And I feel it's toward passion. Yeah, girl, the devil on top of the damn Knight of Wands. He wants to give you that wand. I'm trying to hide the low people. He wants to give you that wand. And it looks like in the Three of Wands. So it looks like pretty soon. Empress energy. Yeah. You know, I kind of feel like Julian feels like he can't measure up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for him because you intimidate him in some form of fashion. Your strength, the way you carry yourself, your confidence. He sees you as a woman who's all put together and sexy and fine and all the things. Well, that's a little intimidating, but I think it looks to me he's going to want to give in to his wand urges. There's going to be communication here. And it's going to feel irritating to you in a way. But again, Page of Wands, sexy talk, sexy talk. Justice is here. And yeah, we got the King of Swords. So from the Page to the King of Swords is pretty good. And you know, he might want to make nice with you for being a dickhead. Because then after getting irritated with him, it's going to turn into something sweet. You're going to start to feel something sweet from him, like he regrets himself. You know? I know you just being you, girl, and I can tell you. You see, he misses your love. That man misses your love and attention to him. And he wants it. He wants it. He wants it. I'm going to say, yeah. How? I don't know. He's going to want to make it up to you somehow, being an asshole, get out of troubled water. He wants to get out of the doghouse. and bring peace and a comfortability back into what it used to be. I don't know how he's all up in his house living how he's living, because it don't look like he's really living, if you know what I'm saying. It's like it looks like he's there, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So I don't see that lasting forever, and I feel strongly he knows it's not going to last forever. It's just sort of like a stagnant energy. We all here staring at the wall, taking care of a baby or whatever, you know, nothing. I was surprised when you mentioned he quit that job. You see, me, if I was you, now you may have, I don't know what you've done, but me, I'd be texting him like, what the F? You quit your job? What is going on? This is so not you. Oh, he's had it for over, I didn't realize he worked at the gym for over a decade. I didn't know. I thought this was a new second job for him. I did not know that. Oh, well, I would be surely texting him saying, what is going on? And I'd kind of leave it as that, you know. It's out of his character, yeah. I think he's acting a lot out of character right now because of his situation that he got his ass in. But that is not going to last forever. That's coming to a close because I think it's making him bananas. You know, it plays on his mind. But that's what I've got, Bianca. Something's going to give. Something's given. I mean, shit. You see? Well, I'm glad you see. I think this is coming to a head, if you know what I mean. It's getting to be ripe. Ripe for the picking. All right, Richard, 1247. Thank you, Bianca. And I'll be emailing you tomorrow afternoon sometime. But tonight, if you have anything for me you want to talk about, email me tonight. You know. All right, Richard, whatever comes out for love, for the smooches and pooches. All right. Why am I in this mood? Why am I in this mood, y'all? Richard, let's see what's going on, Richard, in that love life of yours. I want to know what in the hell's up with Mila. That's what I want to know. Is she going to put out a get out, Richard? Like, I'm sorry. I done lost my freaking temper with this one. My patience, she is gone. Mila better come on. Look at Richard. He don't know. He don't know. The time change. I'm telling y'all, these people need to get off the freaking pots and stop doing dummy stuff. What in the world's coming toward Richard? And some sugar and some love. Richard's got a yen for the honey pot. Oh, Richard. So there's an energy here of somebody wanting to move forward, to give the wandage. You know what I'm saying? Get some passion going, get some sugar rolling. And this person here don't know what in the hell. So if this would be Mila, is she like a Debbie Downer type person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is she genuinely a depressive type person? Because this here, they're showing me somebody who's single, doesn't like being single, doesn't like the current state of affairs, and they just in their shadow side, in their little negative Nelly, Debbie Downer, whatever you want to call it, mindset. Stuck in the head, overthinking about whatever, trying to take an assessment of this situation. Will it ever become a stable foundation to build upon from the 7 to the 10 of cups, 7 of pentacles to the 10 of cups? Will I get my happily ever after? I can't talk tonight for damn shit. Will I get my happily ever after? Trying to take an assessment. First of all, you got to have the relationship. Whoever this woman may be needs to understand you got to have the relationship. You have to interact to know what's going to happen or what can potentially happen. You can't just think about it and say, well, you know, like the relationship isn't just happening all in her mind. Well, you are ready and willing to participate. We need to form a club. Waiting in Las Vegas or on the beach. How you doing, Claudia? It's good to see you. Very beat up, but I'm thinking, afraid of moving forward because it'll take a talk. It'll probably be uncomfortable. You know, I'm going to tell you something. This is that uncomfortable talk you mentioning. Is that what this is right here? The uncomfortable talk? Sometimes you got to have an uncomfortable talk for things to get smoothed over and basically to flow easier. Once you get rid of the elephant in the room, it's gone. The path is clear. It's easier. There's an understanding between you. Now we can move forward. You know, shit, life is full of being uncomfortable. If everybody gave up when something was uncomfortable, nothing would ever be done. The world would never progress. AO or AQ, you want to know your boyfriend's current feelings and intentions towards you? I appreciate the $27.99, but I don't do super chat questions. This is prepaid to my PayPal. And I don't ever say I take super chat questions. So I'm sorry, but you have to follow how we do things here. Everything goes through my PayPal. You know, I mean, I can't keep doing that, breaking the rules. I'm in the middle of a reading too. This is also true. If you want to participate, you got to go through my PayPal and put your questions in before the live stream. So what I see here, Richard, is you and this person will have a talk of some kind, but it's going to be basically, I don't see any change right now. I see somebody being very guarded and defensive, when it comes to having an open and honest conversation that would actually make things right or put things in the right perspective. Yep, you're going to have a conversation that's going to change things. And I'm going to see if it's going to change things for the better. There's still going to be the energy of worry. There's an offer of love that's going to be made, okay? Definitely lover energy. And there's going to be a piece that there's going to be something here being made, like being put at rest, okay? There's going to be peace made between you. But somebody is still keeping something to themselves. And I feel like it's her feelings. It's either your feelings in the conversation or her feelings. That's going to be kept under wraps. There's still going to be hidden feelings. So I don't see progress here. She may need to heal from some kind of childhood trauma, something like this. But there is that healing element that is going to be in that environment between you and her, in the relationship. There's going to be some kind of understanding, some kind of healing, but you're not going to get the whole ish about it. Now, it could be what she's withholding is something from her childhood, that too. It's just going to take time to have any kind of stable long-term relationship with this particular person. It is possible, but it's very much a waiting game. Okay, it's still a waiting game. Action's going to be taken toward it, but it's not going to grow fast. It's going to be very, very slow, just like it is now. Like this is very much one step forward, two steps back, three steps forward, one step back. Like it's just a trickle. So I don't see all is lost, but it's not fulfilling. Not fulfilling. Now, that's as things stand right now. That doesn't mean it's not going to change, but as things stand, this is what it looks like. All right, Amy, you are next. 2321. It is taxing. It's very taxing. All right, Amy, anyone coming towards you? Thank you, Richard. I feel like there's a lot of things she don't say. You know what I mean? All right, Amy. Is anyone coming towards you in love, Amy? Is anyone coming towards you in love, Amy? Is anyone coming toward you in love, Amy? It looks to me like there's a past person keeping an eye on you. I don't know if they like to send you messages every now and then, like, hey, how you doing? Like they still want to be friends. But this person, it's like a back and forth, in and out energy. Page of Cups, the Chariot. This is somebody, it feels like someone you wanted to marry once upon a time, or you thought you would get married to, and things came to an end. Somebody left the connection and basically friend zone you, or you friend zone them, however this went. I feel like they wanted to just be friends, but you're going to hear from this person. All right. They want to communicate with you. They want to have a little romance, a little flirty time. This is a past person that you once thought you would have a future with. So I feel like you're not satisfied with what they're bringing to the table. You want a new start in love with this person. You want this to be a new opportunity to build the connection. But it looks like this person is going to show up out the blue and go away back where they came from, out the blue. Like they're there, they'll come back around temporarily. I don't see this person sticking around. Yeah, they're going to walk away again. They're going to walk away again, Amy. Whoever this is, they're going to walk away again. And they could have somebody else they're going toward. Yeah, because it looks like this could be a third-party situation. I don't know what's going on tonight, y'all. Hi, Kim. I don't take questions like this. I don't do super chats. I wish everybody would ask me before they would send a super chat for a question, because I don't do it that way. Okay, only to my PayPal. And I don't take questions during the live stream, you guys, only before the live stream. So I'm sorry. I'm not answering questions like that. I don't do that. Okay. And I do let that be known. So please, I'm sorry, but if you ever want to participate in my Q&As, they have to be, it's $20 a question sent to my PayPal before the live stream starts. Okay. Thank you, Kim. I'm sorry. That's not how I do things. And you should have asked before you sent in your question. I apologize, but that's not how I do this. And I'm in the middle of a reading yet again. Okay. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. You guys need to get on my email list so you all know how I do things and get your questions in before the stream. You know exactly when I'm having the Q&As. It'll be so much easier. I do them every week. So please get on my email list. Go to my website, shadowbayou.com. Sign up and join. It's totally free to get on that email list. Totally free. And you'll always know when I'm having the Q&As. All right. And I do thank you very much. All right, Amy. Yeah, this person here, I feel, has somebody else. That's the truth of it. 3 of Swords. That's the truth of it. And they're going back and forth. Like they want to go and touch base with you and touch whatever you let them touch. And then go back to baby mama or whoever it is that they foo you on with, because they're betraying you and they're betraying them. So it's a double betrayal with this person. This is somebody who's a player and thinks that they can get away with it. This is somebody in your past energy, your romantic past, that just does not want to let go. This person doesn't like to lose anybody. They try to hold on to whoever they can hold on to because they don't want to be alone, but they don't want to be committal either. They don't want to be a responsible, committed adult person. Yep. They want to play around, get the romance going, and then shut it down when it suits them and go back to somebody else, popping around to everybody else. That's what it feels like. So that's what's coming toward you, a past person who, keep in mind, is not there to commit. They're there to get their attention, get their little fix, fawning energy, you to fawn over them. At least that's what they're hoping for. And then they're going to leave you and go back to the other person that they left you for. They're just going back and forth. Okay? They're just going back and forth between people. This is a player, a user. And they like to make sure they have their supply. Plan A, plan B, plan C, whatever. So that's what I see coming towards you. Hi, Shatira. All right, Laura. Laura, 3134. Thank you for doing that, Love and Light. All right, Laura. You want to know if you and Sean will ever reconcile. So let's see what the cards have to say. If you and Sean will ever reconcile, Laura. And y'all, I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But I have to do things in a certain way to keep me straight. Because back in when I first started this channel, I did the super chat questions, and I had all my mods were working overtime on that one because the stream the chat box would only let you go up so far, and I'd lose the question. I would lose the question. My mods had to monitor everything. And it got to be very overwhelming for them. It was like a job to keep up with everything. That's why I said, no, I have to make this better. And so this is why I set up things the way I have. For a smoother ride for everybody. You know what I mean? So everybody feels like they can enjoy the streams and not have to worry about missing questions disappearing, the mods are scrambling, trying to make sure they're keeping up with all this. It became a freaking chore, not enjoyable. They never complain, that's true. I didn't like doing that to them, my clients who were purchasing, or myself. I knew I had to make an easier route for this. So that's why. And I have to stick to my guns on it, y'all. I really have to stick to my guns on it. Because things can get out of hand with that real fast. I did that too as a collaboration. Yeah, I did that with Clara sometimes. A while back, Shatara. Yeah, me and Clara used to do it. But yeah, we don't do that anymore together. You know, things change sometimes, and that's fine. All right. So Laura, you and Sean, let's see if you and Sean are going to reconcile. And thank you for your patience, Laura. All right, Laura. Let's see if you and Sean are going to reconcile. There's going to be a conversation about it, about reconciling. There's going to be a conversation here. But I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's a part of that conversation that somebody's not going to like. It's like an irritant. Somebody's going to either be confused or irritated, feeling like somebody's not telling them everything. That's what it is. You may feel like they're not telling you everything. I do see happiness and a reconciliation. This person wanting to break the silence, come back around and make peace with you. Say, okay, you know, whatever he says, whatever goes on here. Get out of the chaos and the conflict and let's talk. Let's bring it back around. Temperance and Sagittarius energy. Temperance is a reconciliation card. It's a card of healing, getting on the same page, but it's about putting that work in, and it's about being patient. You're going to have to be patient with this person to fully come together. Okay. Hi, Miss Thompson. Hi, Deborah. So the thing with this is, there's going to be some kind of conversation here. You're going to have enlightenment, clarity, and something you're going to get enlightenment with, or enlightenment about with the conversation, because I see there's going to be back and forth talking with the Six of Pentacles. Could be face to face. And it's about, where's this relationship going, the future of the connection, something like this. Well, somebody's leaving out some information, and I feel like you suspect that this person is going to leave out some type of information. Whatever this is, I feel is kind of delaying the process of reconciling. I don't know if there was a third party, but I'm going to ask. So there's something surprising here. We have the Tower and we have the Lovers. Judgment. Now I also have the Four of Pentacles. All right, so it's possible there was a third party. It is possible there was a third party influence in here. And that your person had to decide, or has to decide, what they want to do. And I feel like let me see. There's some kind of truth coming out. Death and rebirth. There's some kind of truth coming out. I'm wondering if your person was talking to somebody online that they reconnected with. Something like this. Something about a reconnection. It's not like a total stranger hookup type thing, no. But I feel like even if it was just conversating and talking and flirting, there was another person involved in here somewhere. You will get a conversation face to face with this person. So is it going to lead to a new beginning? That's going to be up to you. That's going to be up to you. I feel like this is a concerted effort on both parts, having the talk. But I'm telling you, I keep seeing a third energy no matter how I do this reading. I keep seeing that juggle. Again, the third energy, now the Devil shows up. So This person is not going to want to talk about a third energy. I will tell you that right now. Even though it's deceptive, that's what he's going to leave out. That's what he's going to leave out. He's not going to want to talk about the third energy. Technically, if y'all not a couple and then he does this, you can't, I mean, what can you say if y'all not a couple? You know what I'm saying? If y'all broke up, let's just say y'all broke up, or y'all not an official couple in the first place, or have no mutual, nothing, no understanding, well, then you can't say anything because y'all not together. Y'all free agents, both of you. What happens when you separate and you're not a couple is different than cheating when you are a couple. So keep that in mind. That could be why this person is not going to talk about a third energy. Hi, Boss Queen. I did an all signs before this live stream. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, but I do see y'all getting together for a conversation about the future. Page of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Like the future of the relationship. I feel like if you're both willing to talk, which I see y'all are, they're not going to want to tell you all their little stuff. And if it's irrelevant, Laura, fuck it. You know, let the shit go. Don't worry about it. If it's irrelevant, let it go. It's why y'all are a couple is what matters. You know what I'm saying? If y'all decide to get together and make it official, y'all going to do this, then that's what counts. How he does in the thing, you know. And tell him, listen, when we a couple, you grab him by the balls and you say, you see these right here? They belong to me. Understand that now, today, and don't forget. That's what it is. And you think I'm joking. I'm not. That's not a joke. You grab them balls and you say, son, these belong to me as of today. And that's, and forever and ever, amen, Jesus. Thank you. And say, do you understand? There we go. I mean, shit. Richard's probably listening to this going, damn, Joyce, damn. All right, Suzanne, I hope you found the stream. Suzanne, I'm going to timestamp you 4343. 43, Suzanne. And Laura, hey, you did. Yay. There you are, Suzanne. And y'all, I'm going to tell you something. Like I just said with Laura, when you're in a relationship, what happens in the, you know what I'm saying? They can't be doing all kind of shit unless y'all agreed to some kind of open relationship. When y'all split the sheets and y'all are not in a relationship anymore, y'all broke up. You both are considered free agents. You both can go and do whatever you want with whoever you want to do it with. Ain't nobody can tell you nothing. Nothing. Y'all come together as a couple, babuki, believe, okay? That's a whole different ball game. And you damn sure know you got to put up them boundaries fast and in a quick hurry, and let them know you're not playing, you're serious, and ask them if they understand fully. If they understand, because you want them to understand right there in your face, okay, how this is going to go. You want them to understand. And I learned that many years ago. Somebody very famous in my time, I guess. Famous grabbed a husband between the legs. She grabbed his balls. Public figure. Not mentioning names, but they still married, boo-boo. Over 40 years married. And she well told his ass in public. You see these right here? These belong to me. And he fully he understood the assignment, boo. He understood. He understood. Miss Thompson, I don't take questions during the live stream, only before. It's $20 a question. Please sign up and get on my email list if you always want to know when I have the Q&As. And that's the easiest way to keep up with it. But I do thank you for asking. All right, Suzanne, we're going to find out what is going on with your Scorpio and you. I hope you drink some holy water, blessed yourself in your house with the holy water. You're dealing with a Scorpio, Suzanne. A Scorpio, we got to know what's going on. It's the men. It's the Scorpio men I find need, a Catholic priest a lot of times. Okay. All right. How does Scorpio feel about you guys' situation? Well, we're about to look into that. Okay. We're about to look into it, Suzanne. We're not playing games with your Scorpio, darling. No, we are not. I just dropped that card. I know I run my mouth a lot. Y'all both Scorpio. I could tell you, and you know I'm right. A female Scorpio is much different than a masculine Scorpio. I personally find the male Scorpios very different than the females. So this does not apply to the feminine Scorpio. The holy water is definitely for the masculine Scorpios. Ooh, the exorcism kit, all of it, girl. Get you one. Get you one. First thing on the list, exorcism kit. All right, how does Scorpio feel about you guys' situation, Suzanne? Oh, Lord, Laura. I should start selling some exorcism kits for y'all. Whew. And there he is. There he is. There he is. Scorpio energy, judgment, and the tower. Yes, he wants to reconcile. Of course he does. Look at this. 9 of Cups. Knight and 9 of Cups. Might go ride by your house even. Ace of Pentacles. He wants a new start with you. The Lovers in Gemini, he feels a strong soulmate connection with you. He may not verbally say soulmate connection, but he does feel drawn to you. He definitely feels drawn to you. So I feel like he wants to either ask your forgiveness or ask for a second chance, wanting to make peace with you somehow, fix the situation. That is going to very much surprise you. All right. He does want a second chance. He doesn't want things to end. But will you want what he offers is the question. 4 of Cups to the 7 of Cups. Are you going to want what he offers? Okay. Are you going to want what he offers? Show me the Four of Cups for Scorpio energy. Sneaky bastard. You see, that's what I don't like about a Scorpio dude. Sneaky shit. Always. High priestess energy. You damn sure better trust your intuition with a Scorpio. I don't give a damn. I'm telling y'all. Sneaky little fucker. I'm sorry for my French. I speak fluent French. Called the F word. Okay. I have. So there's some kind of conversation y'all going to have here about this person's place in your life. And there's some kind of conversation, some kind of truth coming out too. I'm telling you about him being in the King of Wands energy. He's going to apologize to you or be apologetic in some form of fashion, even if he doesn't say the words. Yes, he's going to say, or he's going to make the moves of, let's get into a committed connection. Let's commit and all the things. I have 10 of Cups, I have 4 of Wands, and I have the Hierophant. Why is he showing up? The offer is made in a Page energy is my question. Page of Cups is here. All right. All right. Yeah. Shit. So we have the Moon showing up. What is the hidden agenda? That's my question. This person is like from day to night. Is this person like, and how do I describe this as someone who is bipolar? They're one way, 1 minute, next minute, there's somebody else. Or from one day to night, they change. It's like 2 different people in one body. It's something about this person that's very different. Okay, you're saying, yes, he switches up fast. Because I'm seeing that. Because look, I have the Sun and the Moon with the 9 of freaking Wands in between. This is a battle. This is a battle. So is it like the battle of the angel and the devil? Which one do I choose? Is that what's going on here? And this person is worried about this. Okay, so there is that concern of, can it ever be? Can this relationship ever flourish and grow to the highest level of commitment? I don't know. And neither does your friend. Neither does your person. I'm going to tell you something. This ain't good. So the partnership is it'll be like a partnership, but it's going to be very non-traditional. A relationship with this person would definitely be non-traditional. I'm not with you. I don't know this person. I'm not on a cloud watching them, but I can tell you this. The energy sticks that this person will be one way with you and another way with other people. Okay? This person has 2 sides. And it's almost like wanting you to just be understanding and deal with it. So I'm going to tell you this. That's hard. That's very hard. And what's bad is normally in a situation like this, the good person, the good side of them that you love is very hard to disconnect from, usually. But you got to take into consideration the other part of them, the other side of them that's very real, that you would have to tolerate if you stay. They're not going to change. This is who this person is. Yes, it can get better. It can. It could definitely get better. But this is who he is. You follow me? You're going to have some times that are better than other times, but it doesn't mean he'll never be in that moon cycle again, or that, you understand what I'm saying? Let's say the sun is the good parts that you love, love, love. The moon is the dark, shadowy side you don't necessarily want. If you want this side of him, you got to accept this side of him too. This side can fade. The moon side will fade sometimes and won't be as prevalent. Sometimes you'll think it's gone because all you're seeing is this sun side. But there will be times when the moon shows its face, because that's who this person is. So yes, the opportunity to have a relationship with them is going to be there, but will it be the type of relationship that you want? Will only be up to you. So you're going to decide, you're going to have to decide if you want to be in that or not, because it'll never be exactly what you want it to be. You know? And if it ever would, it would take many years to get it to be that way, but he's still who he is. And I'm not saying he's a bad person. This is who he is. This is his makeup. This is how he was made. You know? So, Suzanne, that's the best I can tell you about this. At this time, that's what I see. Hi, Miss L. How you doing, my friend? Suzanne, I wish I had a better reading, but it wasn't horrible, okay? It's just a lot for you to consider. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You know, it's hard, y'all. It is hard when you have your feelings involved with somebody. And, you know, it took me many, many years to make some kind of sense out of relationships, ones I've been through, ones I've observed, and ones that, I mean, I've read for people for many years, worked with people with conjure for many, many years. And I can tell you, just from experience, you can make things better for a period of time, but it has to be maintained. They are who they are, and that will never change. And there's no amount of any magic, any conjure that will ever change someone's genetic profile. This is who this person is. Yes, you're going to have better moments than others, better seasons than others. And it doesn't make them a bad person all the time. It doesn't. Some very good people have some really crappy traits, or what we feel is crappy traits. It's all about who or what we're willing to tolerate, work with, put up with, you know, but it doesn't mean that's a bad person. Okay. You burn out, Miss L. You've been up since 4:30 in the morning. Damn. That's early. I got to get up early too. Yes, get some rest, Miss L. Let me see something. I need, you know what I have not done? You know what I haven't done? I guess I could just, well, I'm not tired. Let me go ahead and get this video all straightened up. I'm going to put everybody's readings time-stamped in the comments below. I'm going to fix the thumbnail, do what I got to do. And then I'm going to get all my members' names in the jar because I need to pull for the November monthly drawing. And I'm going to come back and do that. I might do a collective reading, not the all signs, but like just a general collective. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm kind of leaning toward a general collective reading just to kind of, why not? I mean, I'll be on here, right? I want to do you guys monthly drawing. Richard, thank you so much. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Oh, you're so sweet, Richard. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Thank you so much, Richard. So let me get everything rolling and I'll be back. I don't know what time it's going to be. Y'all know I'm a late bird. I got to get everything straight on here and then get all my people's names in the jar and do all that stuff. So I love y'all. I thank you and I'll be back. All right. Bye, y'all.